Hey, welcome to MFI Canada. So glad that you're with us. This is Pastor Jonathan. This is Janice, everybody. Welcome, Janice. Janice, she's an incredible grandma. So, Jonathan, she's a grandma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, times two.
Totally.
Yeah, times two. Yeah. So, Jonathan, MFI Canada, what does it mean for you to be here today? What does it mean for you for your ministry, your life, your wife?
I think it's awesome. I'm married in America, and I went to PBC, and just to have an actual Canadian MFI in this, even in this area, is awesome for me. Just being from this area, it's just been an answer to prayer, and I'm super pumped for the rest of the week.
This is MFI Canada. We're fired up to be here, MFI, and this is JV. Actually, JV, what's your name?
My name is João Vitor.
Excuse me?
It's JV.
What a loser. I'm just kidding. I love this guy. So, JV.
Yeah.
MFI Canada, what does it mean to you to be here? What has MFI Canada done for you and your ministry, your life?
Yeah, I mean, this is my first time at MFI Nationals, but I've been to the regionals a couple of times, and every time I go, it's such a filling, like, of the Holy Spirit. You know, as church leaders, a lot of time I can get discouraged, or I can get burnt out, or I can think maybe I know it all. A lot of times, you know, I have all the answers, or this is how it should be done. But it's just such like a checking of where your standards are, a checking of where your vision is, a checking of where your focus is. And every time I come, like, even this is first session, but I'm so encouraged. Like, God's already pinpointing so much stuff in my life that He, you know, wants to get into line, and just ideas and creativity, you know, straight from the heart of God, instead of trying to copy what everyone else is doing. What's God saying? What's God doing? And, you know, Bob did such a great job at just pinpointing on what's God doing? What's God saying there? And so I'm super excited, and I'm excited for tomorrow too.
Pastor Justin, how long have you been at MFI?
Well, I've actually joined MFI from the beginning here in Canada, but part of MFI down in the States as well. So fairly new to MFI in that way, but was really looking for a tribe to really what I believed in my distinctives.
What has that meant for you?
Well, it's been great because I actually planted a church in Abbotsford, and at that time, we were looking for a network to belong to, and so we basically aligned ourselves with MFI, and then now the church that I planted is actually pastored by Brian and Deanne Davis, and so for me now, I travel all over the world helping churches in coaching and consulting, and using that same idea of we need to have churches that are healthy, growing, are full of love, but are sustainable, are reproducing, because that's the heart of what MFI is.
Yeah. Wow, that's so good. Thank you so much, Pastor Justin. Love you. Hugs?
Right.
Hugs?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Mike Heron.
Pastor Mike Heron.
Pastor Mike Heron.
Okay, how long have you been with MFI?
I've been with MFI before it was born.
Really?
Yeah.
So how long is that?
Well, it was in the 80s. Pastor Iverson lived in Portland, and Pastor Frank lived in Eugene, and I pastored a church in Salem. And for a year and a half, we would meet. Before the birth of MFI, I had been in part of Brother Dick's ministry since 1971. I was the worship leader in his church for 12 years, and so he's been my spiritual father until he just passed away this year. And so when you talk about MFI, I have in my blood. Wherever we go, there's a real family, it's like, oh, you're my cousin, you're my brother, that kind of feeling. It's a family reunion wherever I go.
Okay, everybody, this is Pastor Russ. I'm not even going to let him introduce himself. He's such an incredible guy. I so love him. Pastor Russ in the house, MFI Canada. Pastor Russ, what does MFI mean to you? You've been in MFI how long?
Yeah, we've been about 8 years now, I think.
8 years now? And how did you find out about MFI?
MFI, Pastor Jude Fuqua from Ventura, California, was the sponsor who brought us in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
He was out at our church speaking, and we had just transitioned to me being the lead pastor, and I was just looking for some friends. Poor me. And he said, dude, come to MFI in October. That was the last time in Portland.
No way.
And that's how we got in.
Okay, so just for some of us that are watching, where are you from? Where's your church?
I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Rock Church in Halifax.
Okay, and so what does MFI mean for you and your life and your ministry and your church?
MFI, you know what? MFI is people. It's like family. Friends getting together.
Like this?
You mean, yeah, like this. It's like this. You get together. Everybody's running up tonight after the first session, hugging you. It means you're not in the trenches by yourself. There's somebody to fight with you, for you, behind. Get on the phone, call somebody during the week, somebody to go through the tough times. We've been through tough times this year, and the guys from MFI have been there for us on the phone. So that's what it is. Support.
Wow.
Friendship.
Come on.
All that kind of stuff.
That's so good. Thank you so much, Pastor Russ. Love you.
Man.